Hey everyone, Jeff here, and welcome back to another Elder Scrolls Legends Let's Play video. In today's video, we are going to play the conclusion of Episode 1 in the Fall of the Dark Brotherhood story. So, to recap, we played through all other 7 missions using a blend of decks from the control deck I had built and done a deck tech for. We even attempted a Battle Mage Assassin, and we had to specifically build some decks just to tech against what our opponents were doing in some of these matches, which actually was really cool. Just kind of changing up the play style from, hey, play what you want, to play what you need to win this match. And I cut the last video off before this final battle because I felt like it probably was going to be pretty complicated. Some of these I did lose and had to, again, tech against the matchup and then replay. So in the interest of not having a 2-hour video, I cut it off, and this video is going to feature the finale of the Wayrest. So what I did was I built another mid-range deck, a mid-range assassin. So we have mid-range monk, mid-range assassin, and I think that it says we have a time limit. I don't really know what that means, but I want to just go over the deck tech here. I'm not sure if this is the right deck for this, but I was trying to find cards that I have in, again, my limited collection that have reach, and mid-range assassin gives us, a turn 1 play, a couple really good turn 2 plays, some nice turn 3 plays, and then we have crushing blow, giant bat, lightning bolt, cliff racer, and Ancano as reach to help us just close out a game with some, generally speaking, just really good cards on curve. And that's kind of what mid-range wants to do. Like, that curve is pretty sweet. So I don't want to go through the deck tech like crazy. My only questionable inclusions, and again, this is because I don't really have a really huge library at this point to choose from, was Thieves Guild Recruit. Not sure about that in the 2-drop spot. My other main consideration was actually Dunmer Nightblade, which puts the Iron Sword, but again, I didn't want to fizzle, and I think that this deck can possibly do that if you just play out everything and then you run out of things to do. So I felt a little bit of cycling would be good for the deck, because it's the only effect like it that we do have in this deck. If this ends up being a little slow, or Thieves Guild Recruit doesn't provide the card draw power that I need, because really the only card that you're going to hit with Thieves Guild Recruit where it gets the bonus is Ancano. So unless you hit your one of Ancano, this is, you're not getting your bonus here. So my other consideration would be Dunmer Nightblade in this spot, just so that I can get that Iron Sword as well, which would provide a little extra reach. But I do think the deck has plenty of that, and like I said, just being able to cycle a little bit and get deeper into our cards and our curve is really nice. So again, I'm only running one Snowy Sabercat because I only have one. If I had more than one, I'd probably run this instead of Leaf Lurker, because I don't think that Leaf Lurker is what this deck wants to be doing. But in the event that our opponent puts a guard in our way or something, and you don't want to 3-for-1 ourselves into a big guard, we can maybe trade a tiny creature in and then get some Leaf Lurker value to just keep getting through and killing our opponent. So it's kind of a little bit of on the aggro side of mid-range, I would say, because again, you just kind of want to play a bunch of stuff out and then attack face, plus we have a lot of reach. But this seems like an appropriate deck for this matchup. Again, having never played it and not really knowing what the map condition is, we're going to give it a try. And, whatever we learn, if we win, and that's great, we'll move on. And if we lose, then we can always retech or perhaps try a different strategy. So let's get to it. And that is what we will play. So we're facing Markham Hawksmire. Nasty looking dude, too. Who's playing yellow-purple. Your target is escaping. Assassinate him before his ship leaves water lane. After a creature enters this lane, shackle it. then dock lane. After a creature is attacked here, it falls into the water. So if we summon anything in the water lane, it automatically gets shackled. So any of our charge creatures or anything like that, that's just absolutely terrible. So we really want to be summoning all of our creatures in the dock lane and hope that they don't get attacked. And of course we do have a time limit. Turn limit. So we have 1, 2, 3, right? This is the exact curve we're looking for here. So we're going to keep this. And we get to play first. So we just get to play out a Crown Quartermaster and hit go. He's going to execute that and also play a Marked Man, sure. And play out the makeshift defenses, sure. So we'll play a Daring Cutpurse here because we have to. We could play a Wardcrafter and Ward itself, but I'm not sure that that's great. Okay. Sure. So here we can just go Giant Bat into that and then hit for 2. The Giant Bat stays alive over here and we start to get some damage in. And that's exactly what this deck wants to be doing. And again, this is why we have some of our reach, because situations like this, now our opponent does have trades and they can just force stuff over here, but I don't. He decided to just. Alright. Sure. So Mystic Dragon is just the best play to put power on board, but we need to start getting through some of this. And that time limit is real. Wow. This match looks like it's going to be really hard. And this has Regenerate, so we need to do 5 points of damage to this in the same turn in order for that to be a thing, even. This card is kind of dead unless we can attack with it, right? Although we could just put it over here. It's shackled until our next turn anyway. And then put a Shrieking Harpy over here, and then we can start to contest some of this bigger stuff. I don't know if that's how this works, but we're going to try. I don't think we lose by lethal damage, so I'm not really sure it's a problem. Oh, guess who forgot about that? So we don't actually need to get through these guards, we just need to move them. So it would have been better to put this here. So that was a huge misplay because I completely forgot that that was going to shift this over here. Terrible, terrible play on my part. I apologize for that. Not realizing how that interaction was going to work. And now he puts that over here, which is whatever. Okay, so we need to get through that, but all we need to do is attack it to do that. And we'll put this here, sure. Yep. Sure. Wow, this is crazy. Well, we need to just attack that and kill it, but then this kills this. And if that does that, then we're really screwed. I guess let's at least prevent the damage there. This can do this. And then we do this. and hope that... I mean, we're running out of time to kill our opponent. We could move that out of the way. So considerations. We can play a Leaf Lurker and a Wardcrafter, although that's not really great. Although possibly it is. We just go Wardcrafter, Wardcrafter this, attack. Although what's the 1 point on that really matter, right? So we'll do that. That moves. We Leaf Lurker it. And then I think we honestly just put power on board here. Wardcrafter up like the biggest thing, like maybe this. And then hope our opponent has a really bad top deck. That's not a really bad top deck. I think we need to take this trade. And now we need to win in 3 turns. We do have a ton of reach, but that's a super tall order. We'll ward this, take that trade, attack for 5. And then this 1/1 sort of has served its purpose, so maybe we just put a bigger 3/3 over here. I learned in a PvP game that you could actually replace a creature in a lane. I'm not worried about equipping this now. What we need is some of our creatures with reach. Well, that is going to help. Your blood will spill. Your blood will spill. This is not great. Let none defile our temple. That is absolutely not great. Five, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Wow, that was brutal. Alright, like I said, we have a ton of reach. We have Crushing Blows, we have Lightning Bolts, we have... The watch is mine. That's annoying. We need to move this out of the way. I don't think that this was great. Oh, we didn't have till... Ha! Alright, well, we lost. Okay, so... I think that this deck could definitely be the right deck for this because we do have so much reach. I am going to make that swap that I was talking about, though. Yeah, let's edit this. And instead of the... Yeah. Instead of the draw, we'll put the... I don't know, that 2/1 that makes another weapon. Because just getting that damage in seems huge. Now, his Prophecy game is strong. He has those guards that come down and gain him life, and he also has the potions which gain life. And as I've stated in the past, I don't necessarily think gaining life is great, but when you have a limited amount of time, and this is a great hand, when you have a limited amount of time, gaining life is actually really good, so. Okay, that's fine. We're just going to go this 2-drop, and hopefully we can make it huge. Alright. Let's do that. Do we sacrifice Giant Bat just to get this over here? And then we keep this alive to keep going? Maybe? And then we can't take damage from it? Sure. Alright. That's so annoying because he can put a guard here and just prevent everything we're trying to do. God, that is good. Alright, well, this will be excellent next turn. So, we can play 2 4-drops, which is fantastic. We will play this one. I lied. We will not play that one. I think we want to Harpy something. I don't even know. I think we definitely want to play this one, that's for sure. And maybe we do want to play this one, because if this one dies, we just get, again, more attack power. So, sure, that's no value. Alright. Alright. Sure. So, we can just start going crazy, as they say. We have 5, so we could just Cliff Racer into this, but then this gets shifted over here if we don't do anything to control it. Or we can go 2, shackle that, 3. Alright. We'll offer our opponent the trade. They take it. Great. That's perfect next turn. We don't even care about this, honestly. We don't care about anything that's going on over there. Do we want to take this trade and start to... Because otherwise, like, it's just really bad, right? It's nothing personal. Now we have 8 here. We can't play anything else, unfortunately. We could technically put an Iron Sword on something, but that's so risky considering we don't know where we're going to need it. I mean, 8 is kind of a big deal. We can do that, maybe? Is this worth it at all? Like, what does that accomplish? Nothing, right? Okay. Sure. Like, that seems totally fine. Oh, we're doing it. Now we need to take this trade so that this stays alive. Let's attack first, though, because we know our opponent has prophecy action like crazy. So then we will do this. Right. And do this. And now we can attack next turn for 6, 11, 14, 17. 18, 19, 20. Almost lethal. We're really getting there. Ancana would be a great draw. That's super annoying. Super, super annoying. Well, we do have more life, so we could roll some crazy stuff. And what is this? Oh, I'm sorry. After a creature is attacked here, it falls into the water. So we could attack into that, move it out of the way. This gets a second attack, and we get to play Royal Sage. Maybe we do that now. Although I don't really know that it matters, except this could potentially get charged, which would be awesome. Yeah, I mean, let's roll the dice on this, shall we? Alright. A huge problem for us. I guess we need to kill it, right? We really need to kill it.
It's nothing personal.
And then we play this. Like, our opponent could attack 2 creatures here if we play this. And then we could also Crushing Blow that, and then our opponent can only attack 1 creature, and even if they attack the best one, we still have 6, 10, 11, 12, 13.
Just give me a name.
Prevent that from doing any shenanigans like getting guard. Alright. Wow. Okay. I mean, I guess we might as well roll another Sage, right? Why not? I mean, honestly, it doesn't even matter, but I think we just need to go for it. Alright. Wow. Whew. Thank God the AI doesn't know how to play, right? Okay. And that was Markham Hawksmire. We did it with the mid-range deck that we built specifically for this reason. As it turns out, cycling in that other 2-1 that gives you the sword when it dies was the right call in order to complete this matchup. So, one of my impressions of sort of like the first piece of the Dark Brotherhood storyline so far, I gotta be honest, I wasn't totally paying attention to the story all that much. I wasn't completely invested in it. I mean, I did think it was good, but I'm gonna have to probably rewatch some of the things just to follow along and make sure that I caught all the bits and pieces of it. But the quality of the opponents was drastically increased. The challenge level was drastically increased over the Forgotten Hero storyline. The reward system that you get play sets of cards, I think, is really cool versus just, you know, gold or whatever. You actually get cards that you can add to your collection, and some of them are what appear to be constructed playable cards. That's really awesome. Let's make this choice here. Lurking Crocodile, it's 2 for a 3/2 with Prophecy, or 2 for a 3/4, and when you summon it, you must deal 2 damage to a friendly creature. I'm not gonna lie, I feel like, alright, we already own 3 of these. Okay, so why would we take that? Let's take the one that we don't have, right? Plus, I think that the 3/2 with Prophecy is probably just great anyway, so. And we'll collect our rewards for finishing the... Ooh, what is this? The Black Dragon. 4 for a 5/5. It's a unique legendary. Immune to lethal, which is cool. Slay. Discard all creatures from your opponent's deck with the same name as the slain creature. So if your opponent plays a creature and you attack into it with this and kill it, and there's 2 other copies in the deck, you just get rid of 3. You kind of 3-for-1 them. And I mean, a 5/5 body for 4 is just good value anyway, right? We talk about creatures that are vanilla or worse. This is better, and it does something. So that's really cool. And we have a pack, which I'll open now on this video to collect our rewards. But hey, we got a unique legendary for beating the Markham boss, who was... Oh my god, we just randomly opened another unique legendary? Anasi Khajiit. Summon. Anasi steals all keywords from enemy creatures. Is this good? This is another card that's super conditional, and I'm not crazy about conditional cards, but if you are playing against a deck where maybe you have opponents with guard and drain out or something like that, whoever knows, and you play this, you just get multiple attributes at once. And at the very least, it's 5 for a 5/5. I did kind of put together a mid-range yellow-green build. I forget what that class is called. And this could be something that I throw in there to test, because it does seem like the kind of card that I want to be playing. I mean, even at the very least, if it steals guard from enemy creatures that have guard and it allows me to continue my mid-range rampage, then that seems cool. But hey, in this video, we got 2 unique legendaries, plus, I mean, this seems really good. This rapid shot seems really good. I think that's my 3rd one of those, so... might just put together a red-blue deck that draws a bunch of cards and be the happiest guy alive. Who knows? So that is the conclusion of that boss, and also the conclusion of this video. I'm going to pick up with part 2. It's going to be... Let's see. Pick up with the Falkreath. I actually don't know what I need to do here. This is completed. Do I...
With Markham dead, the Dark Brotherhood soon approached the agent and welcomed them into the fold. Over the coming weeks, the agent earned their trust. Then, the unexpected happened. A fleet of corsairs attacked the city of Wayrest, even as the agent received the most faithful contract.
Brother, we have a most difficult contract. You are to assassinate the King of Wayrest himself. It seems some powerful nobles in the city want him dead. The castle gates are barred against the Corsair assault, but perhaps you can find another way in.
Well, I couldn't help myself and clicked ahead just to see what the problem was, why I couldn't trigger episode 2. But that is the conclusion of episode 1. We'll be picking up right here with episode 2 in the next video. As always, thank you very much for watching. Hope you're enjoying the Let's Play series, and I will see you next time. Take care.